Good day, everyone. Good day, good day, good day. Welcome. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and I'm going to clean my dirty glasses. I hope everyone's doing well today. We are live. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook, Instagram, and streaming on New Thought Media Networks. So, good day. Welcome to today's show. And we're going to get into it. So, good day, everyone. I am Rev Melissa. I am a spiritual life coach and an interfaith minister. I support people in transforming their lives. Morning Sip is all about giving you a dose of joy and inspiration that I hope will inspire you to live life in joy, connected to your yes. If you've been looking for a spiritual life coach, here I am. You can reach out to me. You can send me a direct message at iamrevmelissa on Facebook and on Instagram. So good day, sis. Good day, Cynthia. I see you on Instagram. Sending you love and light, my sister in seminary. Good day, Margarita. It's wonderful to see you, and good day, everyone tuning in. So, on Tuesdays, we usually get into a new series. But let me tell y'all, can I tell y'all something? Let me tell y'all what's been going on in the household. So, one of my sugars isn't feeling well. She hasn't been feeling well since Sunday. So she stayed home from school yesterday. And we were both praying that she would feel better today, but she doesn't. She feels worse. So what does mama do? Mama calls the doctor. The doctor's office say the next available appointment is March 20th. Mama said, I know that you can help me with my daughter seeing the doctor today. I know you can. I know you can help me. They put me on hold. They come back and they said, well, another doctor in the practice can see her today. So I asked for the name. They told me the name. And it's a doctor that we've seen before that, let us just say, is not on the same frequency as we are. So I said, oh, no. No, not that doctor. I really want her to see her doctor. So he goes on to tell me she's not available. She's not available. And I say again to him, I know you can help me see the doctor today. He puts me on hold again. And he says, comes back and he goes, I'm going to have the nurse call you. Her nurse call you. I said, wonderful. We hang up, go about my day. Zola's resting. I said a prayer. I send out some prayer requests to my prayer warriors out there. And I go about my business. But all of that, what should I say? All of that delayed some other things that I usually take care of in the morning. So all that to say, I don't know what I do. I don't know what our new series is, but we're going to see what's going to happen. So one of the things that happened this morning, I was doing my morning spiritual practice because it takes a lot for me not to do my morning spiritual practice. So even with everything that I just shared, I did my morning spiritual practice, and I was reading in this month's Science of Mind magazine, today's daily guide. And it just really struck me. And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to share this today and morning sip, and we're going to see where that takes us. So, if you have the Signs of My magazine, I am reading from today's, and maybe it will strike a chord with you because it struck a chord with me. So, the title for today is Love of Life. Love of Life. And do I want to read the quotes? No, I'll get right into what the person wrote. And this month's guides are by Reverend Dr. Margaret Storts. So this is what she wrote. Ernest Holmes wrote, "We are surrounded by a universal spirit, which to be real to us must first have recognition by us. In other words, to be really successful in its creative activity, the infinite needs a willing instrument. The infinite needs a willing instrument." So let's pause right there. Are you a willing instrument for the universal spirit, for God, for spirit, for the higher power, whatever it is that you call it? Are you a willing instrument? First question. Furthermore, it needs us as real partners in its creative efforts. It's game on. It's game on. Step by step, thought by thought, we need to be up for true living. We need to be up for true living. We need to be in love with our own lives, ready to participate, to absorb both success when we are on course and failure when we sometimes miss the mark. There's nothing wrong with failure. I think failure gets a wrong rap. Nothing wrong with failure. What business have we then to lacerate ourselves with manufactured thoughts of unworthiness? That is such a good question. What business have we then to lacerate ourselves with manufactured thoughts of unworthiness? Mm. What kind of inventions have we made up about ourselves as being less than? Not only are they not true, they are also great inhibitors of the divine activity within us. Certainly, God has a clearer path through us when we are not blocking our flow of good with incorrect notions. Let me read that again. Not only are they not true that we are unworthy, that we are less than, not only is that not true, they are also great inhibitors of the divine activity within us. They are inhibitors of the divine activity within us. Clearly, y'all, clearly, God has a clearer path through. God has a clearer path through us when we are not blocking our flow of good with incorrect notions. Are you blocking your flow of good with incorrect notions about yourself, about who you are? Are you blocking it? Are you blocking your flow of good? If we find ourselves getting down on ourselves, we can begin to self correct rather than languish in morbidities that just make things worse. Don't languish, y'all. Don't languish in it. I love that. God will refuse us no good. God will refuse us no good, but we must be willing to receive and gladly. It has been said that God will work through us but not for us. This means that there must be a part of us that believes, receives, and conceives and thoroughly enjoy the divine life we live. I love every single word of that, especially this. What kind of inventions have we made up about ourselves as being less than, as being unworthy? Have you made up inventions about who you are? Have you made up inventions about who you are? Who do you say you are? I always think about that scene from Wakanda when Queen Angela Bassett is saying to her son, Prince Chadwick, I can't think of his name, in the movie when he's fighting, right? He's fighting for the crown, and it appears as if he is losing. And then Angela Bassett says, tell them who you are. Tell them who you are. And he surely did tell them. So, who are you telling yourself who you are? Are you telling yourself that you are less than? Are you telling yourself that you are not enough? Are you telling yourself that you're all alone in this world and you doing it all by yourself and there is no support in the universe for you? What is the story that you are telling yourself? Stop. Stop. Cease and desist that story. Get on the path. Well, I can't even say get on the path because guess what, y'all? The other thing I know that I say that is true for me is that I'm never off the path. I'm never off the path. I'm always on the spiritual path. I'm always on the journey. In the successes, I'm on the journey. In the failures, I'm in the journey. I'm always in the journey. When I think that I'm not, I am. When I slip up and go, oh, woe is me. Why has this happened to me? When I slip up and I find myself over there, I'm on the path. It's all part of the journey. It's all part of the journey. Not only is it not true, what you say about yourself that is not true, anything that you say about yourself that God would not agree with, that the universe would not agree with, that love would not agree with, is not true. It's not true. And they block, they slow down. They become barriers to the flow of good flowing unobstructedly through you. Ah, look what I have right here. My little sphere. Are you like this, open to receive the flow of good? Or are you like this, languishing in that which is not true about you? Right? The flow of good flows when we're open to receive, when we are the open and willing vessel for life itself to flow through unobstructedly. Or are you closed or closing? And it's more difficult for the flow to flow because you're languishing in something that is not the truth about who and whose you are. God will refuse us no good thing. God will refuse us no good thing, but we must be willing to receive and gladly. Be glad, y'all. Be glad. So it has been said that God will work through us, but not for us. God can't do the work that's ours to do, right? God got the how. We often say that. God got the how. The what, the why, the where, all that stuff is our part. To declare it, to invoke it, to invite it is our part. To be open to receive it is our part. To trust and have faith and believe it and receive it and conceive it is our part. God doesn't do our part. We do our part. Love does its part. We do our part. The universe does its part. We do our part. Divine providence does its part. We do our part. Provisions does its part. We do our part. Prosperity does its part. We do our part. Joy does its part. We do our part. And our quality, I'm always going to take us back to our quality for 2025. What is the quality that you are committed to embodying, embracing, and experiencing more fully in 2025? What is it? That is the part that you get to show up as. Yes. So this means there must be a part of us that believes, receives, conceives, and thoroughly enjoys the divine life we live. That's our part. We get to enjoy the divine life that we are. This is good news, y'all. This is good news. When it appears as if there is chaos in the midst, we stand in the truth on solid ground, knowing that there is a flow of good that is flowing through us because we are open to receive. We are the willing instrument of the divine. Yes, we are. So no matter what, no matter who, I am knowing that there is a divine governance. There is a divine government that is large and in charge of this girl right here. Yes, of this woman right here. So I stay in that knowing. I don't go languishing in that other stuff. Is that other stuff happening? Yeah, it is. But I ain't languishing in it. I ain't visiting it. I'm staying put in the good. Staying put in the good. So that's what we get to decide and choose for ourselves. Yes? One of the other things that I love in this month's Science of Mind magazine and the daily guides, there's an affirmation at the end of all of the daily readings. And Dr. Margaret starts every single affirmation for this month with this sentence: I am the place where God stands forth in the world as me. I am the place that God stands forth in the world as me. Can y'all say that with me? I am the place where God stands forth in the world as me. You are the place where God stands forth in the world, this world, right here, right now, stands forth in the world as you. You are the place where love stands forth in this world as you. You, yes, you are the place where peace stands forth in the world as you. Can we know that for each other? Can we know that for ourselves? This is what we get to do. This is how we get to show up in the world, no matter what. Not denying, not bypassing all of the things. And yet, we know how we live, move, and how we have our beingness in good, in love, and joy, in peace, and harmony, and all of the qualities, high vibration qualities that we are committed to embodying and being in the world. I imagine that after I got off the call with the person this morning who was telling me at first that the next available appointment for my daughter to see her doctor was March 20th, I believe once we ended that call, that person felt pretty good because he helped me. And I knew that he could help me. And this is one of the things that I do. Anytime I call customer service or any of the vendors, cell phone, all the things, and I got something that needs to be addressed, and they want to tell me how they can't do it, or that there's some challenge, or maybe next week, or whatever the story may be. I just with love in my voice, I say to them, I know you can help me. I know you can. And guess what? There is not a time, y'all, that they do not help me. And I know that they hang up from that call feeling good because they did their job. They helped. They helped me. They were part of the flow of good. And we got to be that together. Now, they may or may not be thinking about this in the way that I do, and that's okay. That's okay. But that is how I position myself in these interactions, right? I see it as an opportunity, right? For the person to share their skills and their talents. And so I just invite them to do so, believing that they can. And guess what? They do. So, let us remember together that we are the place where God stands forth in the world as us. Let us stand forth as love in the world. Let us stand forth as love in the world. Yes, that's what we get to do. Yes, yes. All right, y'all. For someone who didn't know what she's going to talk about today, I surely had a lot to say. So, again, that was from the Science of Mind magazine, today's daily guide called Love of Life. Love of Life. So, let me check in with y'all. I see you, Imaja Love. I see you. Yes, yes, there is no failure. There's nothing wrong with failure, girl. Good day, Shay. Yes. Hey, Sekou. Yes, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, let's see. Let us stay put in the flow of God's good as me. Yes, yes. Thank you, Imaja. I love you, girl. I appreciate you. And yes, Sekou, I say, I know you can help me. Yes, I do. I know you can help me. It shifts the whole conversation. Try it out. Try it out. But go within first. Go within, ground yourself in that energy of love. Be the embodiment of it because it comes from an authentic place. I ain't playing games with the person. It comes from an authentic place. I really do believe that they can help me. And I convey that. So, yes, that's one of the things that I do. All right, y'all. I'm going to do Joy News tomorrow. The only thing I'll say is tomorrow we have our community cafe at Rockland CSL, where I am the spiritual leader. And tomorrow we focus on prayer, spiritual mind treatment, and I will be leading that tomorrow. So I usually don't, but tomorrow I shall. So please join us tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can go to rocklandcsl.org for the Zoom link tomorrow, 7 p.m. But I'll see you tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for another morning sip with Rev Melissa. And we'll see what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Maybe we'll continue talking about the love of life and being the place where God stands as love in the world. Maybe we'll see. So join me tomorrow. Send healing vibes to my sugar, Zola. And we're going to sign off so I could get her to the doctor. And just have a wonderful today. Just have a wonderful today. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.